Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tim here. So, probably one of the last ones to do this, but it's okay. When's the record store day? Big surprise. Probably saw it in the title. So, I'm sorry, I'm a little punchy. I'm tired. So, I got no jokes tonight. I'm beat. It's been a long weekend. Anyway, I didn't go crazy on the RSD releases. I picked up 5. But I also got another stack of stuff that I picked up just from the used bins as well. Like I've said, if you're gonna go out there, buy some used stuff, help the stores out, especially if they're more of an independent. Really just put some love back into them. So that's gonna be another video. I'm not going through that tonight. I just wanted to get the record store day stuff from the releases that I picked up. So, like I said, I picked up 5. I've actually listened to them all. It's one of the reasons why I was a little late to getting this one up. Plus Saturday when I got home, I just died. So, I mentioned where I was going before. I was going to Triangle Vinyl. We got there about 3. So, it's a little bit of a trek for me to get there, but it's okay. It's where I wanted to be. Ran into a friend from my previous employer, so I hadn't seen them in a while. So that was a good catch up there. But like I said, I got there at 3, and I was 11th in line. There were some people who really wanted some stuff. The longest waiter we had was 3 p.m. Friday. Couldn't do it. There's just no way. So happy for him. He had his experience. He got everything he wanted because he was first in line. Me, I'm good. I got pretty much everything I wanted. Being 11th, maybe I'll look and see what else is still out there this week. So anyway, let's get started. Absolutely had to. Love this soundtrack. First time on vinyl. I know some people can take it or leave it, but this to me just has so much great music on it. Cure, STP, 9 Inch Nails, Rage Against the Machine, Femmes, Rollins Band, Pantera. I mean, everything on this just cooks. This is a 2 LP set. One is on white vinyl. Very nice. The other is on black vinyl. And see if I can pull out the side here. This one is also etched. So, very nice set, very clean. Wife's also a fan of this one, so we enjoyed spinning that one a lot. I'll go into this one next. So this is the Poppy Psychomp, the assorted finery from the first psychedelic age. This is a bunch of singles that have been put out on from some of the different labels. Vanguard, I think Stax was one. I can't remember. This one is on red vinyl. Real nice, translucent there. Very pretty vinyl. Comes with a great write-up on some of the bands. It's like a nice 4-page write-up. Haven't gone through that yet. This sounded fantastic. I'd say most of these are pretty much straight killer. It's track listings. A fair amount of these I wasn't familiar with, but that's okay. It was priced in my range, so I was more than happy to pick this one up. And like I said, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really just a great spin. This was one that was kind of a last minute decision, but I'm so glad that I did. And this is the Pie Tasters, Willis. So this was 97? Yeah, 97. They're a DC ska band. I'm originally from that area, so when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I gotta give the boys some love. Sounds great. It's on limited edition orange vinyl. They were kind of a staple in the DC metro area. There was an alt rock station, or college rock, or alternative, whatever you want to call them. 99.1 WHFS, and I've talked about them before. Anytime they had an event, Pie Tasters were there, full force. I think they're an 8-piece, so I know a lot of people aren't big on ska. Sorry for the glare, but I really dig. There's good ska, there's bad ska. This is good ska. The song that you want to check out from them is Out All Night. Just killer stuff. Next one is the Otis Redding. This is Otis Redding with Booker T and the MGs and the Marquette down in Marquez. This is the complete international pop festival performance from Otis Redding. So what happened was Booker T and the MGs and the Marquez kind of kicked it off. They gave you 3 cuts. And then as soon as they were done, I believe it was Dick Smothers, I think it was, introduced. That's how the side 2 starts off. Introduces Otis Redding. And I know, I'm never going to argue it, that James Brown is the godfather of soul. But this night, he held court. Let me tell you, he brought it down. So he did Shake, Respect, which originally was his tune. Aretha kind of ran with it. I've Been Loving You Too Long to Stop Now. I Can't Get No Satisfaction. A hell of a cover. Try a Little Tenderness. The electricity in the space is incredible. So this one's also on. It was a red vinyl year for me for some reason. Everything was on red vinyl. This one's got a little bit of a splatter, but just absolutely fantastic. Has an inner, kind of has like the real card, and then some great write-ups from Grace Slick, Ravi Shankar, Michelle Phillips, Bob Weir, who thought that he was just 12 feet tall and shooting lightning bolts, and I'm like, he was good, but that was the drugs. So, but just high gloss finish, absolutely fantastic press. This one, it was funny when I played it. Listened to the Booker T and the MG side, and I was like, man, I don't want to flip it over. It was just good. It was clean. It was tight. And then Otis went to town, and I played that side like 3 times straight back to back. He ripped it apart. Otis did his thing. So if you can, people out there still finding stuff. If you see this, grab it. You'll thank me. All right, the camera's shaky. So I got one last one. And it's this guy. And this is Soul Slabs Volume 2 from Coal Mine Records. So Coal Mine Records was 2005, 2007. So it's 2007. It just started as a labor of love and a hobby for Terry Cole and his name, right? Yeah, called Terry Cole. Terry Cole and his brother. So let's kind of revitalize that old soul. I traditionally kind of know it more as like a northern soul sound, but I mean southern soul didn't really matter. It was definitely an independent soul. This would have been the type of soul record you'd have found. You go local, you go into a place where these local musicians would cut 500, 750 copies and sell them at local gigs to really never go anywhere. But to say they had a record out, and this was done more of these, smaller startup recording studios of the 60s. As a fan of hip hop, and especially as the popular samples in the 80s and early 90s started to all run together. I mean, you could hear how many people were using the same drum break and things like that. The good producers, the ones maybe had deeper pockets or deeper pulls, started really getting into these regions and finding some of these very obscure records. I say that because this is what this sounds like. Some of this could be reissue, some of it is modern, but it has a 60s sensibility and feel, but it is 100% killer stuff. I mean, face melting, just drum breaks, and horns, everything was just so soulful. So as I'm listening, I'm blown away. I mean, there's not a skip on this whole entire 3 LP 27 song set. In my opinion, each and every one of these was absolutely fantastic. And I gotta give Coal Mine Records credit. So it comes in a nice cardboard box, but each record has, even thicker than you would normally see for an inner, even has a little spine, identifier. Again, red vinyl. Like I said, it was red vinyl for me. Came in the QRP sleeves. I mean, this was just MoFi. This was just very well done. I mean, absolutely fantastic. This one just, there was some I had to go back. Like by the time, I mean, I finished the first LP. And they gave you a nice little, what's up with them. Because all these were 7 inches that Coal Mine Records had put out, and you can see they kind of like to change up their look a little bit, which I think is interesting. So by the time I finished this one, this was record 1 of 3. I didn't even want to take it off. I was like, let's just go again. But I really wanted to hear what was on this, and just absolute fantastic stuff. Now, I was familiar with what Coal Mine Records does and who they are. I've listened to some of them online based off of some of the recommendations of people like Chris over at First Pressing Goodness, Steve Carlson. So I was familiar and I knew some stuff. And when needle drops happen, when someone's sharing them, I kind of go dig a little deeper just to see what's going on. And I said, all right, well, I knew this was coming. This was kind of like my big, really one. Saw it, didn't hesitate. If you love 60s soul, you need to go check out Coal Mine Records. Tons of releases, 7 inches. They're doing reissues. They've got modern artists who have that old soul. Seriously. So I need to go back and I want to get the Soul Slabs Volume 1. And they even say that, it took them almost 10 years to get enough what they felt together for a comp, and then less than 3 to add a record to the comp and get a second one out. They're going places, and they're not like they were just done yesterday. Like I said, they've been around for a little over 10 years, but a lot of us are still learning about them, so go check them out. So like I said, I got a healthy stack. I got a healthy stack to go through, but the place I went, they were running some sales, and I just couldn't say no. I was debating on whether or not I had anything I wanted to tease you with, and no, I think we'll save those for another one. As I clean them and play them and then show them, I'm not trying to do anything in order, but if I grab it, when I grab it, I will let you know that it was purchased on Record Store Day. So, because at this point, I've got got a healthy cube over here of records that I are cleaned and ready to be spun, and then most of them, at least half, if not more, are ready to be, after that, be ready to be shown. Plus this no 20-ish maybe, I don't know. But I hit the table. A nice stack. So I'm good on tunes for a little bit, and I'm still reeling after everything that happened, with all the things that came in. So, but that also brings me one other thing, and I'm not gonna mention any names or things like that, but there's a couple VC members that, or just people that do this. They don't necessarily have to be called VC. That they're going through some stuff. Life happens, and unfortunately, sometimes it really hits you. So I say that, one, because they know who they are, and I just want to let them know that I'm thinking of you. We got you right here, and I love you. But also, and a lot of people have really been chiming this up a little bit more, but when you comment and you start to have a back and forth, something magical happens. You become a friend. So for everyone out there who is watching and commenting here, wherever, you're all friends. So I encourage you to, if you're comfortable with it, if you're on social media, maybe see if this person is also as well. And if it's a comfortable situation, get to know them. I've made so many great friends. I mean, these are people that I would love to say I would love to interact with in a personal, in the same room level. But to me, they're still wonderful friends, and I'm getting to know more each day. So don't take that lightly. We're doing this to kind of show off and talk about music, but at the end of the day, we're all friends. So to those right now who are going through some personal struggles, I've talked to all of you. You know who you are. Like I said, if you're seeing this and you need to talk, you know how to get a hold of me. You need a laugh, I'll provide that. Whatever it is. But we love you. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful week. It is way past my bedtime, and I got some good music to listen to all week long. Take care, everybody. Peace.